Namaskaram to all of you and a warm welcome to the Swayamukh Telugu Learning Program. My name is Battula Venkateshwarlu and I will be your instructor for the Telugu language course. Today I will discuss one of the important topics in Telugu grammar, defective forms. In Telugu, there are many defective forms, each with its own negative counterpart. Once you understand these forms, it becomes much easier to construct correct sentences using both the defective and their negative forms. The concepts we covered in the previous lessons will help you follow and connect with today's topic more effectively. The defective verbs in Telugu do not show subject agreement. Instead, the subject of the defective verb is usually in the dative case. This means that the subject is marked differently than in typical verbs, where the verb agrees with the subject in person, number, and gender. In other words, for defective verbs in Telugu, the verb form does not change to match the subject. The subject is generally expressed in the dative case, indicating the to whom or for whom the action patterns. This grammatical behavior is distinctive in Telugu defective verbs and is crucial for understanding their usage and constructing sentences correctly. For example, in sentences with defective verbs, the der appears in the dative case rather than the nominative, while the defective verb remains in its limited form without subject agreement. This is an important point to emphasize in Telugu grammar teaching when explaining defective verb usage. Let us now look at the related vocabulary. Kavali, want, vaddu, don't are not required. Akkarledu, don't want. Chalu, enough or sufficient. Chaladu, not enough. Chalavu, not enough. Sufficient. Kavala, want to. Do you want or do you need? Based on the above vocabulary, we will now proceed to the lesson. I will introduce two characters and the main conversation will take place between them. In this lesson, our primary focus will be on defective verbs. The conversation, which means Telugu, transliteration and English. Sita. Geeta, మీకు ఏం కావాలో చెప్పండి. Geeta, tell me what you want. Geeta will reply, అమ్మా ఇప్పుడు ఏమేం వేడిగా ఉన్నాయి. మామ్, వాట్స్ హాట్ నౌ. అన్నీ వేడిగా ఉన్నాయి. నీకు ఏ టిఫిన్ కావాలో చెప్పు. ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఈజ్ హాట్. టెల్ మీ విచ్ టిఫిన్ యూ వాంట్. ఇప్పుడు నాకు దోశ కావాలి, ఇడ్లీ వద్దు. నౌ ఐ వాంట్ ఏ దోశ, ఐ డోంట్ వాంట్ ఇడ్లీ. వి విల్ సీ ద ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్. మీకు ఏం కావాలో చెప్పండి. టెల్ మీ వాట్ యూ వాంట్. లెట్ us examine each element in this sentence. మీకు, మీ pronominal adjective meaning you, yours. Ku, dative case marker meaning to. Together they form meeku, which means to you. In Telugu, defective verbs like kavali always take the subject in the dative case. So, to you become the logical subject for want. Amy, neuter singular, interrogative pronoun. Meaning is what? It is used when asking about things, not for people. Kavalo, this is the interrogative subordinate clause from the defective verb kavali, which explore to want or need. This form is used when asking an indirect question. We are asking indirect questions. Neeku em kavalo cheppu, which explore that. Tell me what you want. You are giving options. For example, నీకు టీ కావాలా, కాఫీ కావాలా, which means, do you want tea or coffee? You are expressing uncertainty about someone's wants or needs. Kavala is always used as part of a larger sentence and is never used independently. In Telugu, kavala is a question form derived from kavali. Meaning is want or need. Combined with a question particle, it typically appears within a sentence asking whether someone wants or needs something. Cheppandi. A polite imperative meaning is please tell. Now final meaning is మీకు ఏం కావాలో చెప్పండి. Tell me what you want. Then Geeta will say to Sita, అమ్మా ఇప్పుడు ఏం వేడిగా ఉన్నాయి? Which means, Mom, what items are hot? Let us break this sentence in two parts, understand each element. Ippudu, this is a time adverb. It refers to the current moment. We use it when we talk about that happening right now. Amen. This means what items? It is a neuter plural form, used only things. Telugu uses aim, which means what, for singular, and amen, which means what, for plural items. Vedi, this means hot. It is an adjective that describes temperature. Ga, this is an adverbilizer. It changes adjectives into adverbs. So, vedi, vediga means hotly, in a hot state or being hot. Unnai, this means are or exist, plural form. It is the plural present tense form of the verb undu. We use unnai because the subject is plural. Putting all parts together, ఇప్పుడు ఏం వేడిగా ఉన్నాయి? Which means, what items are hot right now? Yes, language learning is not one-sided. It involves both sides of the equation. All right, I hope you are learning properly. Now, we will see the next sentence. అన్ని వేడిగా ఉన్నాయి. నీకు ఏ టిఫిన్ కావాలో చెప్పు. Meaning is, everything is hot. Tell me which tiffin you want. We will see word by word explanation. Anni, which means all, that is countable or everything. It's a neuter count pronoun used for non-living things. It indicates the total quantity. Also used for indefinite count, countless items. For example, అన్ని బాగున్నాయి. Everything is good. The next one is వేడిగా. వేడిగా, hot, in hot condition. ఉన్నాయి or, which is a plural. We want to say together are hot. Thus, అన్ని వేడిగా ఉన్నాయి. Everything is hot. Then, నీకు, నీ oblique form of నువ్వు, which means you. Ku, dative case marker, which explore that to or for. Together, నీకు, to you or for you. Used when expressing desire, need or giving something. A, the meaning is which, an interrogative determiner used to talk among the choices. For example, ఏ పుస్తకం, which book. Tiffin means breakfast or a morning snack. Refers to food items commonly eaten in the morning. Idli, dosha, upma, vada, etc. Kavali, this is a defective verb which means want. Kavalo expresses whether you want or which you want to. It indicates the object of the desire in a question like manner. Cheppu meaning is tell me or say. It is an imperative verb. Here used politely between family members. Putting it all together, అన్ని వేడిగా ఉన్నాయి. All the items are hot right now. నీకు ఏ టిఫిన్ కావాలో చెప్పు. tell me which tiffin you want. We'll see the explanation. In this conversation, Sita tells Geeta that all the food items are hot using the neuter pronoun Anni. Then uses Niku to ask what Geeta wants. The interrogative A introduce the choice, the verb. Kavalo shows the desire and Cheppu the command tell me. Together the sentence forms a natural request in Telugu. Everything is hot, tell me which tiffin you want. The finished version is that అన్ని వేడిగా ఉన్నాయి, నీకు ఏ టిఫిన్ కావాలో చెప్పు. Once again we will see the sentence form. అన్ని, everything, వేడిగా or hot, నీకు to you, ఏం which, tiffin breakfast item, కావాలో whether you want, చెప్పు tell which means everything is hot, tell me which tiffin you want. Next conversation is that ఇప్పుడు నాకు దోశ కావాలి, ఇడ్లీ వద్దు, which means now I want dosha, I don't want idli. Here ఇప్పుడు now it is a current time adverb. నాకు to me. ఇప్పుడు నాకు దోశ కావాలి, నాకు to me. దోశ, దోశ point. కావాలి defective verbs which means want, need. idli, idli. వద్దు, don't want. Now Geeta will reply, ఇప్పుడు నాకు దోశ కావాలి, ఇడ్లీ వద్దు. In simple transfer now, I want dosha, I don't want idli. Based on Geeta's reply, expressing likes and dislikes in Telugu, ఇప్పుడు నాకు దోశ కావాలి, ఇడ్లీ వద్దు. Now I want a dosha, I don't want idlis. See, ఇప్పుడు now as a time adverb, use dative case subject, use dative subject to express desire, use the defective verb kavali which means want, correctly use vaddu to express refusal or dislike, form simple food choice sentences like I want, I don't want. The sentence formation is ఇప్పుడు, adverb of time, meaning is now or at present, shows the current time or the immediate moment. We'll see the examples. ఇప్పుడు నా క్లాస్ మొదలైంది, now the class has started. నాకు to me, used to express desire, need and feeling. Telugu uses dative subjects with defective verbs. We will see the one more example now. నాకు కాఫీ కావాలి, which explore I want coffee. And dosha object, food item, direct object of the sentence, it comes before the verb. కావాలి defective verb, that is to say want. It shows desire or need, does not take normal tense changes, always used with a dative subject. More examples on that. నాకు నీళ్ళు కావాలి, I want water. Then idli, another food item. వద్దు defective verb, that means I don't want. It is a strong refusal used in negative preferences. Shall we see the example? చాయ్ వద్దు, I don't want tea. Now putting together, ఇప్పుడు నాకు దోశ కావాలి, ఇడ్లీ వద్దు. Meaning is, now I want dosha, I don't want idli. We are going to look at these aspects of language in order to understand language in a better way, that is to understand it from the perspective of the functional aspects of the language. Now we will have the next part of the conversation. ఇంకా ఏం కావాలి? What else do you want? దోశ మాత్రమే కావాలి, ఏమీ వద్దు. I only want dosha, don't want anything else. Explanation is, ఇంకా ఏం కావాలి? That is to say, what else do you want? The adverb ఇంకా Telugu means what else, more or still, and is used to inquire or emphasize additional quantity or continuation. It typically precedes nouns as ఇంకా ఏం కావాలి, what else do you want. This phrase is culturally significant when serving food or continuing conversation, symbolizing politeness and attentiveness to others' need or ongoing discussions. In the dialogue example you provided, ఇంకా ఏం కావాలి, what else do you want, the use of ఇంకా as an adverb enriches communication by inviting further requests or contributions, which is common in Telugu social and cultural interactions. This extends behind food serving context. Inka, it is commonly used in conversation to inquire about additional thoughts, items, or matters, making it a versatile and frequent adverb in Telugu communication. Now see the explanation. Inka, meaning what else, or more, or still, in addition, part of speech is adverb, usually placed before a noun or verb phrase. Shall we see examples? ఇంకా ఏం జరిగింది, what else happened? You have to see here cultural notes. In Telugu households, while serving food, it is a very common to ask, ఇంకా ఏం కావాలి, what more do you want. One more example here. ఇంకా కొంచెం తీసుకోండి, take some more. This reflects hospitality and politeness. ఏమి meaning is what. It's an interrogative pronoun used to ask for the subject or thing. కావాలి defective verb meaning is want or need used with a dative subject. For example, నాకు నీళ్లు కావాలి, I need water. మీకు ఏది కావాలి, what do you want. Putting the sentence together, ఇంకా ఏమి కావాలి, ఇంకా what else, or more, ఏమి what, కావాలి want, meaning is what else do you want. Do you want anything more? Next Geeta will reply, దోశ మాత్రమే కావాలి, ఇంకా ఏమీ వద్దు. I only want dosha, I don't want anything else. Please observe here, మాత్రమే only restricts the scope of just dosha, excluding other items. కావాలి want or need, a regular verb indicating desire or necessity. ఇంకా more or else, an adverb for additional items or possibilities. ఏమి anything or nothing, used with negative sense to mean nothing. వద్దు don't want or not required, a defective imperative verb showing refusal or lack of need. We'll see the next conversation. The mother will ask the girl, దోశతో పాటు ఇంకేమైనా తిను, ఈట్ సంథింగ్ ఎల్స్ అలాంగ్ విత్ ద దోశ. ఇప్పుడు నాకు దోశ చాలు అమ్మా. నౌ దోశ ఈజ్ ఎనఫ్ ఫర్ మీ మామ్. ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ ఈజ్ దోశతో పాటు, విచ్ మీన్స్ అలాంగ్ విత్ ద దోశ. ద కేస్ మార్కర్ తో ఈజ్ ద ఇన్స్ట్రుమెంటల్ కేస్ సఫిక్స్ ఇన్ తెలుగు. ఇట్ ఇండికేట్స్ అకాంపైన్మెంట్ ఆర్ విత్ and is attached directly to nouns, proper or common nouns. This suffix is essential in expressing that the action or item being discussed is to be done in conjunction with the dosha. The phrase ఇంకేమైనా తిను, eat something else. Here ఇంకేమైనా, which means something else or anything more, is inviting additional food, where tinu is the imperative form of eat. Such constructions are common in Telugu to express accompaniment and additional actions or objects and the form a crucial part of functional and polite conversation. These detailed focus on the instrumental case marker though solidifies learner understanding of grammatical rules and natural sentence formation in Telugu. The next conversation is ఇప్పుడు నాకు దోశ చాలమ్మా, which means now dosha is enough for me, mom. Explanation we'll see. Here ఇప్పుడు నాకు దోశ, which was explained earlier. ఇప్పుడు is a time adverb, meaning is now. Naku means to me, indicating the recipient of experiencer. Dosha is the noun referring to dosha, the food item. Chalu is a defective verb form meaning enough or sufficient. The word chalu express satisfaction or sufficiency in does not changes for singular or plural objects. Its meaning relies on context such as time or quantity. It is a commonly used to indicates that no more is needed and the current quantity or state satisfies the requirement. Explain that chalu is crucial for expressing commitment or sufficiency, an important part of daily communication. It often functions as a stand-alone predicate when paired with a time and recipient marker as seen here. Now we focus on the new word chalu, means enough or sufficient. Chalu is a defective form meaning it does not take regular tense markers. Let us consider one more example. Annam chalu, food is enough. Neellu chalu, water is enough. Telugu speakers commonly use chalu while refusing more food items or service politely. It indicates a complete and satisfied feeling. The next conversation is నీ గురించి నాకు తెలుసు, నీకు ఒక దోశ ఒక చపాతి చాలవు. I know you, one dosha and one chapati won't be enough for you. ఇప్పుడు నాకు రెండు అక్కర్లేదు, I don't need to now. అంటే నీకు ఇప్పుడు ఒకటే చాలా, నేనేమో నీకు రెండు కూడా చాలవు అనుకుంటున్నా. సో జస్ట్ one is enough for you now, but I think even two wouldn't be enough for you. Explanation is నీ గురించి నాకు తెలుసు, నీకు ఒక దోశ ఒక చపాతి చాలవు. Meaning is I know you, one dosha and one chapati won't be enough for you. Learners must understand these aspects in depth. నీ గురించి నాకు తెలుసు, meaning is I know you. Here key elements నీ oblique form of నువ్వు, you, used before postpositions, గురించి postposition, meaning about, concerning, mostly used with human nouns or pronouns indicating the topic of the awareness or discussions. For example, అతని గురించి, about him, ఆమె గురించి, about her, నాకు, dative form, to me, తెలుసు, I know. Putting together, నీ గురించి నాకు తెలుసు, I know about you. Second sentence is quantity plus plural. Defective verb నీకు ఒక దోశ ఒక చపాతి చాలవు means one dosha and one chapati won't be enough for you. Alright, dear learners, the key elements is నీకు to you, for you, dative, ఒక one functions as numeral, also behave as an adjective when modifying nouns. Dosha and oka chapati, the items being served. Chalavu plural defective form, meaning is not enough, used because two items are being considering together. Memorize these important points. Chaladu, singular, not enough. Chalavu, not enough, plural. While plural chalavu, here even though each item is singular, the combined quantity is plural. 1 plus 1 more than one item. Therefore, Telugu uses the plural form చాలవు. Then Geeta will say, ఇప్పుడు నాకు రెండు అక్కర్లేదు. I don't need to now. The explanation is, ఇప్పుడు means now, indicating the time reference. నాకు means to me, for me, making Geeta has the రెండు means to, a numeral used mainly for counting things, not people. అక్కర్లేదు, which means I don't need. It is a defective verb form used to express lack of need, options of necessity are not required. This form changes based on number. అక్కర్లేదు singular, అక్కర్లేవు plural. So, ఇప్పుడు నాకు రెండు అక్కర్లేదు naturally express that at this moment having two items is not necessary for Geeta. In Geeta's sentence, ఇప్పుడు నాకు రెండు అక్కర్లేదు, the verb is singular because the need is singular, even though the number mentioned is 2. Next conversation is, నీకు ఇప్పుడు ఒకటే చాలా, నేనేమో రెండు కూడా చాలవు అనుకుంటున్నా, which means, is one too many for you? No, I think even 2 aren't enough for you. Explanation is that we have already learned that నీకు means to you and ఇప్పుడు which means now, ఒక్కటే is only one, where a services as an empathetic suffix used to confirm or stress in the singularity of one. చాలా means much or enough, here used expressively to question if one is sufficient. నేనేమో which means I think or I feel, indicating personal opinion. రెండు means to, a numeral. కూడా means also or even, adding emphasizes. చాలవు means not enough or insufficient. Here expressing negation in plural form, agreeing with రెండు అనుకుంటున్నా means I think, a present continuous verb form expressing ongoing thought. Together, the sentence playfully questions if one item is already too much and expresses the speaker's beliefs that even 2 are insufficient, adding a sense of amplification or teasing. These constructions uses emphasize numerals and present continuous thought verbs elegantly to convey attitude and nouns in Telugu. Learning any language becomes truly effective when a learner approaches each sentence step by step, beginning with its smallest units. A sentence is not just a collection of words, it is a meaningful structure where every element, noun, verb, adjective, marker or particle plays a specific role. To master a language, one must carefully examine each word, its form, its function, its meaning, and its relationship with other words in the sentence. Once the learners understand how each part functions, they can gradually connect these segments to perceive the complete meaning of the sentence. Hope you are learning good. We will meet you again. Thank you.